Today, I'm going to be doing a color palette character challenge, and for this video, I will be creating 3 different Wings of Fire OCs. For each dragon, I have not only designed their physical appearances inspired by the randomly generated color palette, but I have also given them different personalities and backstories. Without further ado, let's get into it! Now we're going to generate our first color palette. Alright, and here is the first color palette that we have. It looks rather fruity. I'm getting like Rainwing and Seawing vibes from it. I like the yellow, that's a really pretty yellow, and also the blues. Well, the blues are really what's screaming Seawing. However, we do have that deep purple color in the yellow that makes me also think of Rainwing. So maybe we could do a hybrid of this. I'm also getting some vibes from the colors. For example, the purple gives me a air of like royalty, maybe a little snobbiness in there. Can make maybe a princess character. We'll see what comes out of this. Okay, and now let's draw our first character. Right now, I'm going to be mapping out the colors from the palette that we generated by just drawing a generic Rainwing and Seawing hybrid. And I do end up going with the first design that I experiment with because, as you'll see, I also experiment with the dark purple color being the main scale color, and it does look a little bit like Barney the dinosaur, and that is something that I do not like. And so we go with the first one, and I'm drawing her. She does definitely take after a Rainwing more than a Seawing. However, she will be descended from Seawing royalty, so she will have those swirls on her wings, which attributes to one of her core personality traits, which is the fact that she thinks that she is royalty. However, because she also lives in the Rainwing Kingdom, she has absolutely no royal status at all. However, she thinks she has royal status because of that Seawing blood in her, that royal Seawing descendancy. And because she thinks that she's a princess, she is a little bit of a snob. She's not very nice to dragons that she considers below her, and sometimes she does try to boss other dragons around and other dragonettes. She loves to rain terror upon them. Though, when she really wants to be, she could be benevolent if she really chooses to. Hopefully for this one, I don't get one that I would interpret to be a Rainwing, because honestly, pretty much every color palette can be a Rainwing, but let's see what we get. Alright. So this is definitely a Skywing here. All of those yellows and all of the reds. Well, most of them are pretty vivid. However, the first yellow, the very first one, and the third color, right in the middle, they are kind of dull. Not super vivid. However, the other colors are. So I'm immediately thinking about making a fire-scaled Skywing. Though those dull colors really make me think that maybe the fire scales aren't super powerful. Like a very mild fire-scaled Skywing. And yep, I'm definitely mapping out those colors again. For this dragon, since all of the colors are yellow and orange, they gave more opportunities to really mess around with where the colors go. So I just made some clipping masks and took turns mapping out the colors. And here we are drawing our little fire scale. Now this one is definitely a shy boy. He's hiding under his wing, and he's looking very scared. Scared of the whole world. And my idea for him is he's going to have fire scales, but only his wings are the fire scaled part of his body. And because he has fire scales, he is a little shy because they are constantly creating smoke. And because he is always having smoke emanating from his wings like that, I'd imagine he'd get a lot of both positive and negative attention from the other Skywings in the kingdom. So that's why he is a bit shy. He's used to being stared at a little. And my idea that he has only fire scales on his wings stems from the fact that he has some dull colors and some vivid colors. And I'm thinking that he was a twin dragon in the egg. And so the other dragon his sibling has slightly weaker fire powers, while he has slightly stronger fire powers. And maybe that's also why he might feel a little bit of guilt about that his sibling is lacking in their abilities to produce fire and heat, while he is slightly overproducing that heat. And I named him Glow because I honestly thought that was adorable and a soft name for a soft character. Alright, and now let's try to generate our third character. So originally for this video, I was only planning on doing 2 characters like I have been for my past couple of videos, although I found that drawing these more simpler character designs took a lot shorter time than a full-blown illustration, and so I have decided to do 3 this time, and I am looking forward to it. Oh my goodness. Let's generate our next color palette. Oh, whoa, that is very red. Interesting. That is... this is suspiciously red. I don't know what to think about this. We've got Chocolate Cosmos, Burgundy, Auburn, Madder, and Cardinal. Interesting. I really like this deep red right here. That's a nice red color. I mean, obviously we can do like a Skywing. However, I feel like this red palette is deep enough that it could also work for a Mudwing. Maybe we could do a hybrid, I don't know. We did 1 hybrid dragon already, and then we did 1 non-hybrid dragon. So maybe we could do a hybrid with this one. Maybe like a Mudwing. You know what? Oh my goodness. We could do like a Mudwing Hivewing hybrid. That would be interesting. Alright, so now we are drawing our third and final character. And I know that I mentioned possibly making a Hivewing and Mudwing hybrid. However, the just completely red, deep red palette I could not pass up making it a Skywing hybrid. I did mostly base him off of a Skywing, with just some hints of Hivewing blood within him, which contributes to his story of being a Skywing Palace Guard. Though people do give him a little weird looks when he passes by. And just in the same fashion as how Sunny passes as a Sandwing, most dragons look at him and they just go, that is one weird looking Skywing. But because of this, he is a little bit grumpy, he's a little bit self-conscious, but he is a pretty good Palace Guard. I almost wanted to draw him with armor. However, I thought that would distract from the colors going into the design, so I just decided to give him a spear. And I feel like he's the type of guard that would seem very stoic and very bent on the rules, though I feel like he does let some of them slide. He is a little bit of a exploiter in the Palace Guard rules. And here he is. I named him Darter. It's a type of dragonfly, a red dragonfly. I thought it suited him. And thank you so much for watching the video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Maybe you'll leave a little comment. And I can't wait to do part 2 of this video. Hope you guys liked it.